It's been a winter like no other. For weeks, Scotland lay buried under a beautiful blanket of snow. It transformed the entire country into a magical winter wonderland. This was a rare opportunity to wonder at its extraordinary scenery from right up in the clouds. Even Edinburgh, normally a thronging capital city, was silenced by its snowy blanket. Arthur's Seat. In the snow, it was hard to imagine that this great landmark was once a volcano that spewed fiery lava at incredible temperatures, helping create the city's striking landscape. Castle Rock also started life as a volcano. The Royal Mile, sloping away from it, developed on what was once a lava flow, the volcano's tail. Atop the rock, the capital's most iconic site, Edinburgh Castle. This powerful national symbol dates back to the realm of King David I in the 12th century. Its great walls were built to fend off invaders, but not to keep out the cold. Which is why in 1503, King James IV established a new royal residence at Holyrood, a regal and much warmer home for his new queen, Margaret Tudor. Now the latest home for the nation's leaders is the neighbouring Scottish Parliament building. Edinburgh's elegant new town, normally bustling with office workers, lay empty. George Street, the city's fashionable shopping hub, surprisingly quiet. In St Andrew's Square, nothing moved. And in the splendid Georgian terraces, people stayed wrapped up in their homes. Only the Princess Street buses were out in any force. In summer, the city's gardens are full of flowers. The sculpture gardens of the Scottish National Gallery of Modern Art, vibrantly green. Now any life lay dormant beneath the snow. The only patch of green for miles, Murrayfield Stadium. 24 miles of heated pipes under the soil kept these grounds in top condition for the national rugby team. Leaving the city, the dark expanse of the Firth of Forth stood out against the icy landscape. Along its banks, evidence that even under the snowy blanket, life had to go on. Ships came and went to the North Sea. At Grangemouth, the refinery handled 9 million litres of fuel a day, supplying essential petrol, diesel and gas to keep us warm. Nearby wind farms generated electricity, helping our winter nights stay bright. Across the country, the airports battled to keep travellers on schedule. And on the roads, the main arteries were clear, the brave taking to their cars. across the 1 mile width of the Forth, the mighty rail bridge sent trains north and south. Opened in 1890, this has always been a strategic rail route. It took another 74 years before petrol power saw the construction of its neighbour, the Forth Road Bridge. Scotland's east bore the brunt of the fierce December weather. Cold Arctic air brought sub-zero temperatures and dry, powdery snow. And with little wind, the snow covering lay as a deep blanket. Most snow fell in the northeast, especially in the Cairngorms. These massive, bold mountains make up the highest landmass in Britain, over 3,000 feet. On their top, over 2 metres of powder had settled. This is a unique landscape, the closest Britain gets to an Arctic wilderness. Domed mountains, scooped out corries, high flat plateau, and great U-shaped glens like the Larrig Grew. This formidable glen cuts its way through the entire mountain range for over 20 miles. No wonder the area attracts over 1 million outdoor enthusiasts every year. But they have to be careful. From above, the deep white blanket made this landscape look serene and enticing. Snow conditions on the cliff faces and slopes brought the greatest avalanche threat these mountains have seen in years. These peaks must be respected at all times. But take the right precautions, and this area is a magical playground with amazing rewards. Those rewards have already been fantastic for the 24,000 skiers who hit the slopes of Cairngorm Mountain in December. With so much snow, the 18 miles of powdery pistes were in their best condition for 30 years. And the 300% increase on last year's ski numbers was a blessing for the local economy. For man and beast, survival of the fittest was a reality in these harsh surrounds. These majestic red deer struggled to find food in this prolonged cold, while deep snow blocked their routes down to the forests. There are over 48 square miles of forest in the Cairngorms. These trees are crucial in providing food and shelter for local wildlife. Amazingly, this area is home to a quarter of all Britain's protected species. It's really no wonder that over 1,000 square miles of this region was given national park status in 2003. joining Loch Lomond and Trossachs National Park in protecting this amazing countryside. It may take another 30 years before we see such extreme weather again. So let's take this rare opportunity to appreciate our stunning scenery, our historic landmarks, and our beautiful wildlife as our country turned overnight into a winter wonderland.